Yeah. But let's get in these power rankings. We're gonna go with the similar one first. So it's me and Monray. We're gonna go with ours first. Mine is number one, OKC, of course.
We're
OKC is
starting NBA this week.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna start off with NBA. We got two NFL ones, so we're gonna end it with that. We start off with OKC number one, Spurs number two, Pistons number three, Nuggets number four, Lakers number five. Why do we got the Spurs number two? They beat number four and number five without their best player, and then they beat number one with their best player. So we got to give them a little bit of respect. They only like one game behind in terms of that. Pistons, we want to show the East some love, so we gave them the number three spot, put them up there. Number four, the Lakers. The Nuggets. Number four is the Nuggets. The Nuggets are the number two seed right now in the NBA. So we're going in the West. So we're gonna get them credit. And Lakers, of course, offensively a monster team. We got to show them some love. LeBron's back. Austin Reeves has kind of fell out back a little bit, but listen, I saw Luka almost go 33 and a quarter. Yeah, them boys are offensive scoring. That is my top five, and like I said, a similar list is Monray's. They can explain why.
Yeah, like we're really similar to have the order differently because I can't do this power rankings based off of solely your wins and solely head-to-head matchups because I know basketball, you're not going to play a team one time. You're going to play them best of seven. And so I'm basing them on not only best of seven, but how they look overall, the team, going through the season, everything of that nature. So naturally, OKC's number one. They're the definitive team until proven otherwise. I got the Nuggets at number two still. They still have arguably the best player in the world. Not their at least top two. And the team looks great. It looks immaculate. Looks like they're going to make another deep run as well. Number three, I have the Spurs. They're a little bit behind because they do have wins against a lot of really good teams. The problem is I'm concerned on injuries. They've shown a little bit of injury consideration for the first part of the year. That's a little bit of a scary thing for them. And they're unproven for the most part when it comes to playoffs or deep runs, anything of that nature. So I got to see how they're able to withstand adversity and going throughout the rest of the year. But if all goes healthy with them, they are going to be a monster team for any out or anything that could possibly go all the way. So those are the three definitive teams. After that, we got the Lakers a step right behind it because I want to see really want to see if this offensive production is going to be able to continue. These monster games between Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic, they are great to watch, but I don't know if they're going to be able to continuously keep that. And Luka's health over the course of the season has always been a concern, and the defense is still a little bit of a concern as well to me. So they're going to be a step right behind them at number four. And I have the Pistons. I was arguing between the Pistons and the Rockets, but keeping in consideration the Pistons do have a better record, and they have beaten the Rockets before, even though the second game of the season. But they have beaten for them, and they have beaten the Rockets, and they do have a better record. Though I don't think the Pistons are just going to be able to withstand this amazing pace of games, and it is primarily in the East where none of the Eastern teams are really in any kind of consideration for a championship run. I will say the Pistons are right now showing themselves to be the cream of the crop for the East. So those are mine.
As we see, Aladdin Sane has said he's crapped his pants. So, I appreciate you for this. I'm telling you, listen, the show is so good. My man has crapped his pants. I appreciate that. but the reason I also want to go over there. The reason I put the Spurs up there. Listen, we went 9-3 without our best player, and we still just one game behind. I got to give us number two. That's just for me. I'm like, listen, we didn't have our best. Matter of fact, we didn't even have our second best player for like 6 of those games. So which is I'll play Castle between Castle and Fox. We didn't have our play. And then
I'm cool with it. I promise. I also understand with basketball, I cannot go solely by your record. And so if I'm judging who I really think the best two teams and the best 2 or 3 teams in the entire league are, if I got the Nuggets and the Spurs in a 7-game series, I'm not picking the Spurs. And that's just the honest truth as of right now. Right now, I will not pick that. That could change, but I can't look at that age, so I'm not going to do that. So right now, I would have the Nuggets above them for one. And so, and then there's a few other things, but yeah, I wouldn't do that.
We beat them without Castle or Wemby. I just want you to know that.
And that's happy. I also understand it's a long season. And like if I have to pick both teams healthy for a 7-game series, I'm not picking the Spurs. Just see what it is.
Joking by himself. All right. We got Uniqo Williams list, which is the list that's vastly different from ours. But not bad.
Okay. So let me preface let me preface my list and what we doing here. Is this the first quarter of the season?
Yes.
Huh? Hello?
It is.
I'm prefacing that this is not a full season of work. This is not a true power ranking right now. Because honestly, if we was doing it like if we're doing it like we're about to do the NFL, then we talking about power rankings as it's going, right? Like as it's going at this certain point where we're going, because you can start a season off ass and then end up really good. Or you can start the season off ass and it's big ass. But what I'm trying to say is this. I got OKC as number one because you can't argue it. You just can't argue it. And the passion that they showed when they lost to the Spurs, I get it. I get it. I got the Pistons up next. I know that they're in a weaker East, but I have to respect it. I have to respect it. I have to respect it. I have to respect the record. We're just gonna ride. I got the Lakers, and if we were going off of like an end of the year list, and where everything is close like that, I would say that the Knicks are actually ahead of the Lakers based off of this winning streak that the Knicks are on right now. They're hot. They're red hot. That's what defines a power ranking. Like right now, what you looking like. And the Knicks are on a pretty good streak here. And I'm going with the Spurs because and I got them at 5, but I know what I believe the Rockets can be, right? I know what the Rockets can be, and I feel like the Rockets can be better than the Spurs and the Lakers. I left Denver off of here because, man, I know they got Joker. I get all that, but I just need more time. Now, everything can change again when we get to the halfway mark of the season. I can't wait. So that's where I'm going to be at. But I got the Rockets because I believe in that team, and I'm saying power rankings right now. I'm just looking at like what kind of team y'all could be. Y'all got to look at it, y'all. The standings in the West is crazy. It's all 6 to 9 losses heading up to this. That's your
to the 7th seed. Then you get the Golden State got a lot more losses, but
I'm saying that's a 3 game like switcherooski right there between 2 and 6, right? 3 games, and some of them is 1 game. You know what I mean? And then it starts getting kind of bad because then you get to the Jazz will be in the play-in right now at 15 L's, right? So it's 9 and 10, right? That can play in, right?
Yeah, 8 to
9.
8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's play in. So I mean, we talking about Utah Jazz getting in at 10 and 15, and then with the Portland Trail Blazers getting a chance, they on the outside looking in. So that's where we at with the West, and then when you get to the East, man, it's that we ain't worried about that. It's just a whole bunch of 11 lost teams right now. It's a lot of people looking at 500 in the face. Pause. I mean, even their best team is at 5, so it should be a lot of Western teams up here. Maybe I should sneak up the Lakers a little bit more, but I mean, and then obviously the West is a deeper conference. But at the end of the day, that's mine. Because it's not like a power ranking. It's just like, okay, this is how we looking at 20 games in, right? Or I'm sorry, 25, 26 games in. That's where I'm at. Quarter of the way through. All right, y'all looking good, but it's gonna be a race. I believe we have a segment for this later, so we'll go.
So first, Grandpa, the reason why I don't necessarily take in a lot of head-to-head losses as much is because if I did it in that way, I would say the Phoenix Suns are better than the Spurs because they've beaten them twice, one with Wemby. And because I know that things like that just happen, and it's not going to constitute the entirety of a team and what they're going to do in the playoffs necessarily. That's why I don't necessarily say that Spurs are number 2 just because they've beaten some teams head to head. I can do that. That's one.
It's Joker versus Wemby, then we win every other matchup.
The Pacers beat somebody 6 times.
So therefore, that's the main reason why I don't use it, because otherwise teams will be ahead of teams that don't make sense. As far as Uniqo, I am putting in a petition officially because it seems like we're finna go through in the NBA the same thing we went through in the NFL, except for the complete opposite. In the NFL, he pushed the Colts to the moon and demanded that the Colts be respected the entire way going. And the opposite is here. And the opposite is he is refusing to respect the Nuggets for any reason. And I don't understand it. I don't understand how the Nuggets are not in your top 5 power rankings. I do not understand it. I don't get it in any way. Like, I'm bothered. Even if we take head-to-head wins, the Nuggets have beaten the Rockets twice already.
I have the Rockets over. I do have the Rockets over.
So I don't. That's one I don't understand. And then the Nuggets are number 2 behind OKC in the standings. So or if I look at the player, Jokic is averaging another triple-double monster. I don't understand. One, the Knicks shouldn't even be here. The Knicks can't win anywhere away from home. I don't even understand why they're on this list.
Hold on. Don't talk. Don't do. They're on a 5-game winning streak, and they're 9-1 in their last 10 games. Stop.
They can't win it. They cannot win if they're not at home.
It don't matter. In their last 10 games, 9-1.
It does matter. It does matter. If you cannot win away games, you have problems because you're not going to be the top seed. And if you're not going to be the top seed, you won't have home field advantage in the entire thing of the playoffs. So that does matter if you can't win.
What happens if I go 9-1 twice? What happens? What's that make me? 18-2?
You get a hand clap. Are they number 1? No, they're not number 1, which means they will not get home court advantage throughout the entirety of the playoffs. And if you cannot win away games, you have a problem.
They're 2 games back.
Yes,
if you Detroit Pistons.
If you cannot win games away from home, you have a problem in the playoffs.
That's why you want to be the
and mind you, that is only in the East, where the East is depleted by injuries and the teams are not as good in the West.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead with your diatribe.
Therefore, the Knicks shouldn't even be on this list. And then I just don't understand why you don't want to respect the Nuggets. I don't get it. I don't get why you respect the Nuggets.
In wins, they're winning by 9 points. The Knicks, you got what do you mean? If somebody's on a 9,
the Nuggets have a better record than they do. The Nuggets have a better players than they do, and the Nuggets play in a tougher division.
That's debatable.
Name a player on the Knicks that's better than Jokic.
I mean, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say no. Don't. Okay, Joker is better than.
Then he is better than everybody on their entire team.
Mm-hmm.
So they have better players.
That little boy that run around like Kyler Murray, he's pretty.
So they have better players.
That little boy that run around like Kyler Murray, he's pretty damn good.
The Nuggets have better players than the Knicks. I don't understand this.
He's a foul merchant. He's a foul. I keep it real, Monray.
The Nuggets have better players than the Knicks. This is not a debate.
I love storylines.
This is not a debate. The Nuggets have better players than the Knicks. I don't understand this.
Cameron Johnson, who is he better than? Who's Cam Johnson better than? Tim Hardaway, Bruce Bowen. Who is he better than?
Jokic above every person on the Knicks. Easy. It is not, and mind you, it's not close. It is a wide margin that I would take Jokic above everything. Against every player on the Knicks is a wide margin between Jokic and the rest on the Knicks. It is a wide margin.
I hate to say this to you. I hate to say this to you. I'm gonna put them up side by side, brother. I'm putting them aside. I didn't know this was going to be a debate, but okay, here we go.
I have a top 2 player in the world, and I have players on the Knicks that are arguably top 15.
Position by position. Jamal Murray versus Jalen Brunson.
Brunson is going to be better.
Two guard. Cam Johnson. Hell, and I'll even give you Tim Hardaway Jr. You want Bruce Brown, you can have him versus Josh Hart and Jordan Clarkson.
Give me the Nuggets.
Is it a wide margin?
No, it's not a wide margin on it. I said it's a wide margin between Jokic and everybody on the Knicks. And I mean a wide margin.
Hold on. Okay, at the 3, Spencer Jones or Mikal Bridges?
Probably Mikal Bridges. Probably.
Yes. Now, OG at the 4. Versus Peyton Watson.
Where's Aaron Gordon? That's their 4. He must be injured. Because Aaron Gordon's their 4. And I would take Aaron Gordon easily. And then you have Jokic, who easily is going to be capped.
Versus OG?
I'm taking Aaron Gordon. Bro, The Nuggets, because of Jokic, have a far better roster than anything the Knicks is going to put up on paper. Like, it's not close.
And that's fine.
That is like me saying
on paper, it's really close. You just
that's not really close.
You
are trying to compare Jokic to players that are barely top 15.
It takes 5. It takes 5.
No. In the NBA, one player can change and make your team amazing.
It takes 5.
No. In the NBA, it takes one player to make your team amazing.
Has Joker played every game this season? And why are they not undefeated? Tell me that.
Why would any team be undefeated?
No, one person.
Because any team can lose on any given day.
That's what you're saying. One person.
Yeah, he's great. The same reason that OKC is undefeated, because any team can lose. It's the NBA, it's basketball.
But dig this. Okay, so Joker goes out and it's Carl Anthony Town. It's Cat versus Joker, right? You still got Mitchell Robinson coming in. Right? Stop doing this.
You want me to be afraid of Mitchell Robinson?
After Joker's out, absolutely. Hey, he's a viable center, and he's better than Jonas Valanciunas, 100%.
You want me to be afraid of Mitchell Robinson?
Your only thing is you have a very great player that needs to be great every single night in order for you to even be.
But he is great.
Good.
That's the point. He is. It's not just
night,
great. Joker is almost a transcendent talent. Like, he's that good to where the point he makes a team amazing by just being present. There's nobody on the Knicks that gets anywhere remotely close to that.
They pray for Jamal Murray to do something.
Jamal Murray has been doing well this season.
They pray for him to do.
But that's the problem. They don't need Jamal Murray to do a lot even. The only time they need Jamal Murray to do is get points in the playoffs. They have a player that is so good, the rest of the team dang near don't have to do much. He's that good. He's the one averaging triple doubles, the one that's been a multi-time MVP, and the one who's a champion. And you're trying to compare him to the people on the Knicks that couldn't even win an injury-ridden playoff year that was made for them.
I gave you one person.
I gave you one person. I would take over 5 on the Knicks.
You'll take that one person, man. You
over 5 on the Knicks. Yes, I would.
I can't believe. Okay, there it is. There y'all have it.
Joker is that good. You want me to get the starting 5 on the Knicks or Jokic? Give me Jokic because he's that good. I don't understand the comparison. I don't.
I'm not going to argue with you no more. I'm not going to debate with you no more about this. I
don't see it as late. The Knicks shouldn't be here and the Nuggets should be here.
You're going to take one person and then just be like, that's just it. Now, the only time that really applies is when, he's up there, but he ain't quite LeBron when it comes to dragging people to the playoffs. I'm going to tell you that much right now. And a lot of times we've seen what's happened in the playoffs, but it is what it is. So I believe in his greatness.
So let's keep in context respect to LeBron. Because LeBron dragged a team to the playoffs that was not that good. That's very true.
Several times.
Was the Eastern Conference trash when he dragged those teams there? Yes.
No, they
were trash.
I believe
don't act like it. They were trash.
I believe that.
They were trash.
I believe that NBA championship winners.
I'm not talking about in the finals. You said drag them through the playoffs. Was the Eastern Conference trash when he dragged them through the playoffs? Yes. They were.
Drag them to the play. Drag them to
the Eastern teams were trash. Yes, they were.
NBA finals, yes.
I'm not talking about the NBA finals. You said drag them through the playoffs. Through the playoffs means getting through the finals. That means getting to the finals, through the playoffs, through those requisite rounds, which means he went through the Eastern Conference, which he always was a part of for most of his career, and the Eastern Conference was trash through those years. It is a known fact. So he dragged them through that, and you want to compare him to Jokic. Jokic had to drag his team as well, but did he drag them through a way harder conference? Yes. Yes, he did. So you want to compare the amount that the amount of the toll and the amount of load that LeBron had to carry for his Eastern team versus the amount of load and toll that Jokic has to drag his team through. But Jokic has a heavy load with a harder lineup to go against, and LeBron had a heavy toll with an easier lineup. You see how that's not going to equate right?
No, because I can't say that because it's different eras when LeBron had to do that. It's different eras.
We can look at the teams, bro. The teams were bad. The Eastern Conference was bad for a decade, bro.
No, we can't say that. We cannot say that about. We can't. And LeBron did this.
Zell, you see what I'm talking about? The Eastern Conference was a known fact. It was trash the years LeBron dragged them through it.
It was
Kyle
not
Lowry
trash.
had- Kyle Lowry
He had to
back
go.
then,
He had to go against the eventual champions, Detroit Pistons. He had to get through them. Did they not beat the Lakers? Did they not beat the best?
The years,
best in
no.
the NBA?
You said the years LeBron dragged bad teams to the playoffs, not just the original Cavaliers year. We
Who did he
talking about
lose
the
to?
primary years where they were bad when he was on the Cavaliers the second time.
Who did
And
he
you want
lose
to talk about
to?
those
He
years
lost to
where the
eventual
hardest
champions.
teams he
He
had.
lost to eventual champions. What are you talking about?
You want to talk about when he was a rookie. You want to talk about he was a rookie. That's not when we point out to when LeBron was dragging teams. When he dragged the team where Kevin Love was injured and Kyrie Irving was injured, and the best teams he had to go against were the Pacers with the budding Paul George and the Roy Hibberts of the world and the Lance Stevenson blowing in his ear. And you're gonna not talk about the other ones. You want to bring up the Pistons? That's 1 year. That's 1 year when he was a rookie.
He was not at a disadvantage with the Heat. What are you talking about? He had
I did not say the Heat. I said the years when he was with the Cavaliers and he had Kevin Love injured and he had Kyrie injured. That's the main years we talk about when LeBron dragged the team to the playoffs. And those years, the worst he had to deal with. Huh?
I'm talking. Okay, first, iteration of the Cavaliers with LeBron. He had to go against the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
Tough team. He had to go against who they won a championship. Am I correct?
So you want to point to the years when LeBron was a rookie? You were pointing to the years when LeBron was a rookie. The main years we talk about LeBron dragging bad teams to the playoffs is not his rookie years. It's the years we came back to Cleveland and had those bad Cleveland teams or the injured Cleveland teams and had to go against the Eastern Conference where it was trash. And the ones he had to deal with were the Pacers, who were nobody's threat. They only was an argument to him because he was annoyed with them. And the Raptors with Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, which we all know and see DeMar DeRozan is not a number one guy. And he swept them because he had to play them dang near by himself. And he swept them. And we all know that the Eastern Conference at those times were trash. It is a known fact.
Well, okay, well, you take the Eastern Conference out of there. The man went to the finals all them years, and he lost a great team. Because you won't keep it at the eras.
I'm respect to era, but you saying take out the Eastern Conference. When you drag a team through the playoffs is the Eastern Conference.
Let me be clear then. I don't know, because it's not clear to you. The first time that LeBron was the Cavaliers, Celtics won the championship, and Detroit Pistons won the championship. Am I right? During his time with Cleveland, he was losing to great teams. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, during his rookie years.
You're saying his rookie years, his
early years. Yeah, his early years when he was with him. His early years and his rookie years when he was with Cleveland. What I am telling you is that the main years people point to when they're talking about LeBron dragging teams to the playoffs is not the early Cleveland years.
Yes, it's
the secondary Cleveland.
When he got swept by the Spurs, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about how he got beat by the Magic, how he got beat by Boston, how he made it to the Spurs and got swept. We know what that team was. He's dragging people. Those teams are supposed to be once you make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, then it's real. It's 1 and 2. What are you talking about? It's real 1 and 2 going at it. Them is real teams.
Dale, tell me if I'm wrong. The main biggest year we give LeBron so much credit for is the year where he dragged the Cleveland Cavaliers with an injured Kyrie Irving, an injured Kevin Love, and he had record-breaking stats for dragging them through the playoffs when that team had nothing better than not even Mario. He wasn't even Mario Chalmers on it. It was like Mo Williams and like the best people at the best. No, he dragged them through the playoffs. That's the most record-breaking statistical year LeBron had. It was that year. And that's the one we give him so much credit for because he gets the most credit. He gets the most credit for the 3-1 comeback. That's the most credit he gets. And that's help. That's what I'm talking about. He had help. He had Kyrie and he had Kevin literally pointed to a different year. We said the years he dragged the team to the playoffs, the 3-1 comeback, that nobody was injured.
I didn't say the first take we went from
I said man. He was playing against Boston. He was playing against Detroit. Them was the top tier team. You just pointed out the main one he gives credit for the 3-1 year. The 3-1 year, nobody was injured. We're not talking about him dragging them there. That's not a year he dragged no team. But he beat them.
That's not a year he dragged. Uniqo, you are changing the argument. You're talking about teams he dragged to the playoffs. You're pointing to the 3-1 deficit. The team he had with him were not injured. Kyrie and Love were there.
You're acting like he was going through 7-game series through the whole time. I'm not talking about that. What matters is the finals and what's happening in the finals and the teams he was going with. I didn't say through the playoffs like that. Like, man, round one, they had doggone Pacers, blah, blah, blah. We're not talking about that. We're talking about
Uniqo. If you you cannot say going through the playoffs and you just talking about the finals. That's not going through the playoffs. That's just talking about finals.
I've never been worried about LeBron in the playoffs. I'm talking about when we get there to the West, and this is the team you got to put. That's what I'm talking about. How is
you're talking about the finals? You said he dragged teams through the playoffs. You cannot say he was in the finals and ignore the entire playoff run, but you say dragging through the playoffs.
I'm saying he went to the finals and he went to the finals with bad teams. Does that make sense to you? And he did it. He did. Did he not beat the original Big Three? Did he not beat them?
The original Big Three. You talking about the Golden State Warriors?
Now, see, that's where we lost. We talking about the three amigos, Boston.
You say he had a bad team when he beat Boston when he had Bosh and Wade?
Huh?
The team when he had Bosh and Wade? And you say that's a bad team?
No, not that one. No, not that one. Not that one. Hold on. Let's read. What's going on? Hold on. My screen went blank. Okay, it's back. Let's circle back around and have this argument on another time. We got other stuff to talk about. Let's circle back around.
At this point, Uniqo done lost me, man.
You missing a point, and I'm apparently missing your point, and we got to talk about two separate things. We're talking about
watch this video again, because I think even you have lost your original point. My God.
Let's go. Monray is judging.
Hey, I'm judging too. Like, are you watching? Have you been watching their careers? The man went to 10 finals.
The man said going through the playoffs was solely about the finals and ignored going through the finals. Was there only one team? Was there only one team in the East? That's all I'm asking you. Was there only one team in the East? We got to go to the NFL now. People that went to the finals. Did somebody have to go to the finals? And did they win championships in the East during LeBron's run in his first time that he was with the Cavaliers? Is that fact or not? Has anybody, while LeBron has been in the East, has somebody taken him out the playoffs and won the finals against the much better West? Is that true? Yeah, during his early years.
There it is. Thank you.
Your whole point was that he dragged bad teams through the finals, but he only made it to the finals the 1 year when he was the Cavaliers and got swept by the Spurs. So that means he didn't drag bad teams to the finals other than one time. But we have the other years where he came back and he dragged teams to the finals multiple years.
Nah, he ain't.
Y'all let us know what y'all thoughts on that is, because y'all give opinion who won that argument, Monray or
he didn't drag the Heat to any kind of final. He didn't drag them to that. He didn't drag them to that. That was a good team.
When did I say the Heat? I said he came back to Cleveland multiple times. I did not say the Heat.
I'm keeping it Cleveland. He lost to a really good Orlando team. He lost to a really good Boston team. He lost.
You are ignoring the literal second time he came back to Cleveland and had multiple years when he went to the finals.
I am ignoring that because he actually had Kyrie Irving. He actually had
the year they were injured, they were not there, and he dragged them to the finals with record-breaking stats.
I think Kyrie was there.
We can switch.
The man literally trying to ignore the most record-breaking year for LeBron's career. I can't believe it.
That doesn't matter to me because he had a good team at this point. He had
a good team, but they were injured. I can't. A good team, but the two main all-stars were not there.
Oh, let me really piss you off then. Let me really piss you off then. Let's go to the NFL. Let me really piss you off with this one.
I can't. At this point, I'm done.
Difference. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much.